Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre fires Bureau of Immigration Intelligence Chief Charles Calima over an extortion case involving immigration officials and Macau-based gambling tycoon Jack Lam. Aguirre also terminates Calima's deputy, Police Colonel Edward Chan. He fires Calima in a memorandum dated December 13. That same day, BI Deputy Commissioners Al Argosino and Michael Robles turned over 30 million pesos to Calima, part of the 48 million peso bribe the two allegedly received from Lam. Argosino and Robles say the bribe was supposedly in exchange for securing a license for Lam's gambling operations in Clark Freeport in Pampanga, which had temporarily been shut down by government after authorities arrested nearly 1,300 illegal Chinese workers at the casino. Wally Sombero, Lam's representative, claims the two officials extorted the amount from Lam for the release of nearly half of the Chinese workers held by the BI. Argosino says Calima wanted a cut in the bribe money. Argosino and Robles filed cases against Lam, Sombero, Calima, and two others for alleged corruption of public officials and violation of the Anti-Wiretapping Act. Aguirre says the fate of Argosino and Robles, his friends and fraternity brothers, rests with Duterte as the appointing authority. The two were part of Duterte's legal team during the 2016 election campaign. Argosino and Robles say they took the money as part of an investigation and both claim they were framed up. The two did not inform Aguirre of the incident. The Senate on Wednesday, December 14, ratifies the proposed 3.34 trillion peso budget for 2017. Only Senators Panfilo Lacson and Sherwin Gatchalian opposed it, while Majority Leader Tito Sotto abstained. Lacson voted against it due to alleged existence of pork barrel or lump sum funds, which the Supreme Court declared unconstitutional in 2013. He says, quote, "With a heavy heart, I'm voting against the ratification in the BICAM report on the 2017 national budget. I do so for various reasons, the most compelling of which is the continuing presence of the pork barrel." Lacson earlier moved to remove the pork-like 8.3 billion pesos inserted in the Public Works Department budget meant for projects in the autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao, saying it violates the Organic Act for ARM. The House yielded to Lacson's amendment and denied there is pork in the budget. The amount was eventually transferred to the Commission on Higher Education. But Lacson says there is still 3.6 billion pesos of pork barrel in the ARM budget. He says, quote, "Suffice it to say, I know pork when I see it, even when I smell it. In the lounge, right in my office, during informal discussion, casual discussions with colleagues, and congressmen even." Pampanga Representative Gloria Arroyo denies rumors she will replace Pantaleon Alvarez as House Speaker. Arroyo says, quote, "It has come to my attention that rumors have been circulating that I will soon be replacing Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez. I categorically deny that. I don't have any plans of taking his place." Rumors say Alvarez will replace Transportation Secretary Art Tugade as Department Chief next year, as part of President Rodrigo Duterte's plan to revamp the cabinet. Arroyo, former president and currently a deputy speaker, was supposedly going to replace Alvarez as speaker. But Alvarez earlier denied the rumors, saying being Transportation Secretary would be a demotion from House Speaker. House Minority Leader Danilo Suarez, a co-author of the measure seeking to reimpose the death penalty for heinous crimes, wants capital punishment to be implemented only during the term of President Rodrigo Duterte. Suarez says, quote, "Here in this provision of the death penalty bill, I want to propose a sunset provision under the IRR that the death penalty will only be up to the term of President Duterte. After his term, it will be finished." Asked why, Suarez says, quote, "Perhaps by that time, the criminals will all be gone already." But the minority leader says he's been receiving calls from bishops and priests to reconsider his support for the bill. Suarez says, quote, "If we put a sunset provision and if by that time we see that it is a true deterrent to criminality and the crime rate decreased, then we are right that the death penalty should be there." United States Pacific Commander Harry Harris says the U.S. will keep challenging China's, quote, assertive, aggressive behavior in the South China Sea, as tensions between the two countries rise over comments by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump. Harry says Washington won't accept Chinese control of the region, despite Beijing's rapid development of artificial islands at the disputed sea. His remarks come as Beijing reacted angrily after Trump broke convention by speaking directly to the Taiwanese president and suggested Washington could move away from its decades-old One China policy. The One China policy is a diplomatic compromise, allowing the U.S. to do business with both China and Taiwan while only recognizing Beijing diplomatically. He says, quote, "We will not allow the shared domains to be closed down unilaterally, no matter how many bases are built on artificial features in the South China Sea."